Austin, thank you so much for your time this morning. I really appreciate it. We're talking MSA as part of the whole series on Parkinsonisms, and going through social media. Austin, you have a big presence representing MSA, and of course, your account is Fighting MSA. And I really appreciate your time this morning to talk about this. Can you just kind of give us an overview of what MSA is and how it impacted your life?
Well, kind of a basic overview of MSA is an atypical Parkinsonism, which are one of the four that you described. MSA is more of internal functions, balance, breathing, heart rate, all of the body functions that you can't control automatically on your own, that are controlled, are basically shutting down. So your breathing, your lung capacity, your digestion, your heart rate. Some have dipped so low that you'll need pacemakers, and basically machines just to run your life.
Now, I had read that one of the initial symptoms for a lot of people is loss of balance or even blacking out. That's what you experienced, right?
Well, the very first one was when I was on the motorcycle, going for a cheeseburger for benefit, and laid my bike down. Never have laid my bike down in 40 years. And then coming home on the police department in the video was the very noticeable one, because we only have like a 6-foot by 6-foot bathroom. And luckily I didn't hit any of my head on anything else, so I got lucky.
When you talk about diagnosis, downloaded this from the MSA Coalition website, and I'm going to read an excerpt here. MSA is a complex disorder, and not every doctor will have heard of it. And find a doctor you trust who is willing to learn. That's what a rare and misunderstood disease this is. How long did it take you finally to get diagnosed for your situation?
I think we were at 8 different hospitals.
8 different hospitals. My wife's mother went into the hospital, unfortunately, and had a neurologist. My wife really liked him. Within 15 minutes, he said, yes, I can honestly say that this is what you have, and I know why they haven't told you. And it is because it is such a devastating illness, and they didn't want to actually come out and say it. It was kind of devastating to know, but it was actually kind of, I guess, mindful now that we know what's going on. So yeah, I'd say once you find that good doctor, definitely stick with them.
Help me understand, like daily, what you do to manage what you can of this disease.
For us with MSA patients, or for me by myself, you get to a stage where it's either day or night. My nights would be coming home we start at 6 o'clock or about 5 o'clock when my wife gets home, starting all the medical supplies for the feeding tubes. We fill all of the feeding bags, all the syringes for all the medications, and then we'll play with the dogs until 5:30. At 1:45 we take our medications. She gets me into bed, starts my medications, turns on the TV for a while, and I wake up in the middle of the night, usually about 3 o'clock, flush, and then that starts our day. Then I can lay there until usually about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and Amy will come and get me up. We have an assistant that comes over 40 hours a week, and God bless her for everything that she does too. So I call her my super supporter. And she will take care of and step in where Amy, where she's gone at work, make sure that my new medications, or if I don't fall, or if I need to go somewhere. You're always relying on somebody else. I think that's the hardest part.
MSA falls in as a Parkinsonism, but it is not Parkinson's. It's also not MS. And it's funny. I've only been looking into the literature and things here for a short time, and people have looked at the pamphlet and like, oh, MS. I'm like, no, it's MSA.
Yes.
I'm sure you get that quite a bit. I'm guessing.
I would say 98% of the time, that is what we get. Oh, I'm sorry, you have MS. That's the misunderstanding that there's an A at the end.
Yeah.
It's MSA.
If the general public wants to find out more, the MSA Coalition, is that the best place to go?
Yes, I would say the msacoalition.org would be the very first step. We have a website ourselves. It's just Fighting MSA, and that just covers the first film and the second film and the little merch, and then a little bit about MSA and our story.
When we're talking about awareness, you do obviously a fantastic job. You have a video out on YouTube.
Well, actually, we do have 2 videos.
Yeah, but that's true. Yes.
So I wouldn't have had the car if I didn't have the bike. So the trike went to a local veteran. The veteran had this car. It's a 1970 Dodge Dart. We wanted to do something for the community, and still raise awareness and still have a little bit of fun. So what we have done was reached out to major manufacturers that have stepped up, like Blueprint Engines, Riley Motorsports, and all of the major sponsors that have helped us get this cart to where it's at. So we can raffle it off to purchase more wheelchairs for those that can't afford it. I put a 408 stroker crate motor in it. It's dynoed 498.2 horse. Yeah, a little insane. And we won't say what the foot-pound torque is, but it's a lot. And that's through Blueprint Engines because they believe in our cause.
What is the one thing you would like everybody to take away about MSA? What would you like us to understand as we try and understand this condition more?
That's actually a good question, and it'll be a very deep answer. With MSA, a lot of patients do end up taking their lives because of it being so horrendous on them with pain. So I would say if you know that person, maybe take an extra couple minutes and just say, hey, how you doing? Was thinking of you. Because down the road, you will not be able to speak, and they're not going to be able to answer back. And that's where I'm actually unfortunately heading, because I am losing my voice.
Well, really want to say from all of us that are watching you, online, we're here to support you. I pray for you, and I know you've got a lot going on, man. But you let us into your home every day, and we do appreciate that. And I kind of feel like I've known you, even though I don't know you. So I really do appreciate that, man.